we had a really good fall. I thought the biggest thing was our pitchers threw strikes and filled it up, and that was kind of a weak spot for us last year. Got a few young catchers and new catchers in that are doing a really good job right now, so we feel like we're going to be better in that position. Now, if our pitching will, it's pitching's magnified, at whatever level you're at, from the big leagues, all the way down to Little League Baseball, and if you can throw strikes and fill it up, you have a chance to win. If you don't, you really don't have a chance to win. And so it's gonna come down to that. And if they will, focus on that part, attacking in the zone, forcing contact, knowing that contact is good. It's the only sport in the world that you've got 8 guys helping you, but everybody else is behind you, trying to help you. So if we will pitch with that 9 versus 1 mentality, we'll have a chance to win some games. Jimmy Johnstone's been phenomenal, had a great fall, and it's carried over into the few inter squads we've been able to get fighting this rain. He's done a fantastic job. He's old school. He is an old school player. Jimmy Johnstone should have played in 1970, 1980. He's just that dirtbag, legitimate guy that comes in and with his lunch pail and punches the clock and goes to work and is never, always brings positive energy just constantly every day. And so he's the guy. Now we're out with Mason Little right now, who is, maybe overall our most talented guy, shortstop, and he's been a leader. I mean, every day he's in his boot and was on his wheelie and sitting on it and screaming, yelling through inter squads, encouragement and building people up and getting on them when he needed to. And so we still have that part of him. He's just a leader. Period. We sure do miss him right now on the field. We've got some good young freshmen that are gonna, have to jump in there, and they've done well. And so, we hope when the lights come on, they'll realize, hey, it's still a game. And umpire says play ball, not life and death ball or work ball. So if we'll approach it like that, they'll be fine. And our catching position is we've got Fritz come in, hadn't played in 2 years, and it's funny, you just see him growing every day. It's neat. He's the kind of guy, you show him something and he can do it, and grasp it and focuses on that. And so if in this game you got to focus on the smallest of details, and when you do that, you have a chance. There is not a team in our league that is not a good team. There's not one guaranteed win in the league. They'll all have winning records at the end of the season. They're very talented, and hopefully we're in that mix. We have been over the years, and hopefully we'll be right there. So it's kind of exciting that there's never really an off weekend. And then, with the non-conference and the Laterno played for the conference championship in the American Southwest, which is an incredibly strong, conference. And we've got Adrian coming in that goes to regionals every year. And there's so many teams like Huntington, LaGrange, who's a 40+ win team over the last 3 or 4 years. There's not an easy team on our schedule, and we do that on purpose. And I've always, I guess in 32 years, we're from Mississippi State to Delta States to Jacksonville States to UABs. We've played anybody, and I think our kids want to do that, and hopefully it gets you ready for postseason. I know our strength of schedule is always really, really good at the end of every year, and that's part of it. It's funny, every year. This is my 32nd year as a head coach, and every year when it's over, even the year we went to the World Series, and then last year that was our toughest year that we've ever had. And I do this. Hey, what did we do good? And okay, great. What do we need to do better? What could we have done better? And kind of so that's something that we reflect on, every year. And of course, in our league, hey, it's cliches, but yeah, we want to come in first or second, preferably first, and host. And then we want to win that and play the best 2 or 3 series and go to regionals. So those are your legitimate things. And so then there are within that, it's about the process. Come to work every day at practice, get after it, focus on the little things, get yourself individually better in all aspects of the game, work on what you're struggling with. Everybody wants to work on what they're good at. Hey, work with this intent that it's a 1-2 count and there's runners on second and third and you're up, and hey, have you worked on handling that nasty slider that may be coming on that outer third, or thrown for a ball? Can you not chase? Have you done that in practice? And we've created a lab where that's we give them those opportunities to get better at those things, and how game-like have they made it. And so you do that, and then remember your small keys. And as a hitter, it's not about getting a hit. I want to be on time and hit inside through the baseball, and if you keep it to that, and instead of, hey, you hit a ball off the scoreboard, and the next time I come up, I'm gonna try to hit it over the scoreboard. We talked to our hitters about that yesterday. That's the wrong mentality. Now we're leaving the process, and it's about the result. And so if our pitchers and our infielders and our outfielders, catchers, and hitters will focus on the smallest of detail in their thing, we'll be able to execute and be in every game that we play. So that's what I want to have happen, and hopefully we'll win a lot more than we don't win.